From the banks of the Allegheny, welcome to Film Bits. Well, we are back. True Detective, Episode 1, Part 4. When we left, Marty was leaving his house and coming into work, so let's jump in right there.
And if speech calls, tell
Terry,
him to briefing a squad
no
in the
longer.
morning.
Well, Marty said he was doing that.
He is.
Hey, beautiful.
Morning, baby. Marty, how you want your coffee, doll?
Strong and black, just like you. Prince came back. Dora Kelly Lang. Prize for shoplifting, possession, and solicitation. Address outside of St. Martinville. Landlord says she hasn't lived there in almost a year. She's got an ex, Charlie Lang, who's doing 8 in oils for bad checks. Mom's outside of Broke Bridge. DMV license expired. And DeCillo called.
She was washed clean, not a print on her. We got ligature marks on the wrists and ankles. It's bound by a half-inch rope, maybe 10, 20 hours. Evidence of vaginal intercourse.
It's good framing. Almost from inside the drawer. In fact, it might be from inside the drawer.
Lysergic acid and methamphetamine.
It's crystal and LSD.
How much LSD?
Hard to say. Gotta wait for a mass spec.
So she was drugged, bound, tortured with a knife, strangled, posed out there. Yeah.
What about this stuff?
Well, the crown, for lack of a better word, rose thorns, early cane, switchgrass, wrapped around a bent branch. The horns of deer antlers. Again, no prints on anything. Symbols are painted with acrylic basic blue, using a thick glove finger.
Ideas what any of this means?
I don't know. It's all primitive. It's like cave paintings. Maybe you ought to talk to an anthropologist.
And Russ is in his world. He's chewing all this up. Marty's like, what the hell is going on?
All the trouble this guy went to seems real personal. I don't think so. It's iconic, planned, and in some ways it was impersonal. Think of the blindfold. This place is like somebody's memory of a town, and the memory's fading. It's like there was never anything here but jungle.
Stop saying shit like that. It's unprofessional.
Oh, is that what I'm going for here?
Just want you to stop saying odd shit, like you smell a psychosphere or you're in someone's faded memory of a town. Just stop.
Given how long it's taken for me to reconcile my nature, I can't figure I'd
Yikes.
forbill it on your account, Marty.
AKA, I know I'm screwed up. And I'm still dealing with it, so you're gonna have to too.
You get any sleep last night?
I don't sleep. I just dream.
A cult. Now, I don't know if this shit is anything but crazy. But Speece and the superintendent, they're paying attention. Newspapers are making hay. Church groups. Detective? All right, here's what we got so far. Deceased name is Dora Kelly Lang, 28.
You stay busy now? The business?
Well, yeah, I got the
Now we cut
security
back into the
firm,
future,
PI
or the
stuff,
current.
routine. A lot of guys leave the
voiceover.
job cemetery within 10. No family, idle hands. Some advice, you make it out, you stay busy.
There's so much going on in this episode. We're only a half hour in, but it's so rich and things keep unfolding that it feels like we might have been through 2 or 3 episodes of a quote-unquote normal show. But the layers just keep compounding. Then there's this girl.
You believe in ghosts?
The question is she really there, or is Russ imagining her?
What do you say about silent reflection?
Because that's what he asks.
You happen to hear anything out of the ordinary between 10
Remember
and 1
his
a.m.?
daughter.
Not bad.
Talked about his daughter's birthday.
No, sometimes they dove hunt out there. They found a woman.
Is it the Fontenot girl?
Who? And why would you ask that?
Don't know. Went missing around here years back. Last time something happened. Just thought maybe it's her.
How old was she, this girl?
I don't know, Lynn.
You know where the family lives?
They had a place. A couple streets down.
Now that we've had a chance for a few exteriors, thinking about when they come out of the coroner's office, thinking about this scene right here. I mean, Marty's even wearing sunglasses. Notice how bright it is outside, like almost unnaturally bright. And when they're inside, it seems like it's dark and dingy. At the truck stop, at the morgue, Marty coming home at night. His house is a mess. A little bit of light coming in on his wife, but for the most part, that's still a little bit dark. We don't get a lot of natural light coming in. This real contrast of how the interiors and the exteriors are lit. Something to pay attention to.
They moved after.
Did you know the Fontenot girl? One went missing.
Her? Her family come to our service once or twice, 5 or 6 years back. Is that the girl? Oh, Lord.
No, sir. It's not.
I like the composition of this scene.
I want to ask y'all something. Y'all
Billy
think maybe
Rust
this has
is
something to do with those cats?
kind of peering
What
through,
cats?
notices
2 of 'em.
something.
One, and a couple of weeks later, another. Somebody caught them up, turned the insides out, and nailed them to the front door twice. Now, I called and told the police, but we're predominantly African-American congregation. I asked for it to be investigated.
We aren't those type of police, sir.
Well, who is then?
Can I ask you something?
What has Russ
Any
seen?
look familiar to you? Seen them anywhere?
I don't know. They look like something that might be carved into a tree or something.
How about these?
Now, that looked like something my old auntie taught us how to make when I was a tyke.
What are they?
Some folks call them bird traps. Old auntie told us that they were devil nets. You put them around the bed, catch the devil before he get too close.
That's interesting.
She was a wonderful woman. Loved her some Jesus, but had a bit of that Santeria in her, you know? I always just thought it was something for children to do. Keep them busy. Tell them stories why they...
That light coming off of Rust. Why was it included?
They tie sticks together.
Rust focusing on that cross. That's where we're going to cut it. Go back and look at that light coming in on Rust. That's very interesting. We have, again, a dark interior with that church, and then that blast of light coming in over on Rust. All right. Until the next time. I have a bunch of stuff I want to say, but I think I'll hold it to the next episode. Don't want to make these things too long, if you know what I mean. Until the next time, we'll maybe catch up a little bit on what's going on in here, some things that we might have picked up on, like the devil traps, devil nets, yeah, whatever those are called. We'll see ya. Thanks again for any time that you've given me. And I hope you're starting to get into this series. We got a lot of episodes to go.